Its bite is loaded with hemotoxic venom, and this can cause considerable pain and tissue damage in any creature it sinks its fangs into. Enter the red-tailed hawk. With a wingspan reaching nearly 5 feet, it's one of the largest hawk species in the world. The bird of prey wastes no time. It swoops right in to make a quick meal out of the snake.
Got that nigga.
The rattler is instantly on guard. It sounds its trademark warning signal. Now check out this matador move. The red-tailed hawk is trying to divert the rattler, get it to strike at its wing feathers and expose its head. The hawk jumps the rattler and digs in its talons.
You're damn right.
The issue of which animal is the superior predator is quickly established.
Fuck all of you
The
snakes.
hawk makes short work of the rattler. And short work produces a long, enjoyable meal.
Guess who's back?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, first of all, I want to say
I'm sorry for the fact that I did not know.
Sorry.
we're sorry.
We've been gone.
We've been gone, y'all.
Put the blame on Hawk.
No, it's not my fault. See, look, what had happened is I've been trying to get the crew together. So it's been like what, 3 weeks, almost maybe a month, maybe longer, since our last podcast. Look, so this is what really happened, y'all. First of all, today it's just your boy, it's Hawk, here with let's see who's sitting right here next to me.
You're the realest ever man.
Your boy Realest. What up?
What's up? What's up, Real?
Just it's been a crazy 3 weeks.
It has been a
We've
crazy
been
3 weeks.
recording a lot, but a podcast, so we apologize.
We've been going live a lot on Facebook.
Oh yeah, if y'all don't have one of us on Instagram, you've been missing out. We went shoe shopping.
Mm-hmm.
They're already fucked up.
They are. We went to the club with them. Well, I went to the club with
someone
them.
almost got in a fight.
That's true. Well, we were trying to leave and he wouldn't let go of our friends, so.
Yeah, thirsty ass
dudes.
But anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
We back.
We are back.
We got a lot to talk about.
We have so much shit to talk about. So first of all, we missed talking about, well, let me tell you what happened first. A couple weeks ago, we recorded a podcast, and we had sound issues, man. Like, we did a sound check beforehand. I guess it was a lazy sound check, because when we had like one of the best podcasts ever. Theo was here, Realest was here, I was here, and we had a great podcast, man. We had movie clips playing on that joint. We had all kinds of stuff. We talked about a lot of shit, laughing the whole time, but we had hella sound issues. And when we played it back, there was no way to salvage it. And we're getting really good at like audio engineering. Like, we're getting really good at that shit. We tried everything. We tried a reverb, a pause stretch. We try to phase it out. High pitch filter that joint. We tried everything and it didn't sound good, right?
I mean, I sounded good, but the podcast and all didn't sound good.
He sounded like trash, but
so we got to put that in the vault with our very first podcast. That I don't know when y'all hear it. Maybe we'll release it as a sorry. I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yeah, we'll think about it. But tell us what happened on your birthday, man. It was your birthday about a week and a half ago.
About a week ago.
So how was it?
It was good. I was with my homies, my boy Hawk, Theo, Marty, these two lovely twins. If you saw me on Instagram.
Anna and Susanna. Shout out to Anna and Susanna.
Oh, and let me tell you how lit it was. I was on the front page of that bar. They added me on
Tavern, right?
Tavern. They added me on Instagram. Just, I guess they love me. They like my pictures now. They even said my mixtape was fire. So, hey, I'll take it. It was a good as
your mixtape.
I said R.
You said mine. We'll play it back. It's all right.
Okay. We'll play it back. It was lit. We, drank a lot. It was to the point we had a cool ass bartender. His name's CJ. I'll never forget you, CJ. What's up?
CJ, the whole night, my drunk ass was like, CJ! Hey, CJ, we
Let me
out.
tell you this. CJ, he hooked us up with a VIP table that was reserved for players, whatever. We kicked him off.
Kicked him out.
He gave me a free drink with both the twins. I was like, cool. I gave him a nice tip that I looked at more like, what the fuck? But hey, it was worth it. We got some dance on. It was a good night. Woke up, no hangover. I don't know how I slept on that little. Oh shit! I did leave my flash drive here.
Yeah, it's right here. My drunk ass that night though. So it was the beginning of the night, but we had already been drinking a lot. We pregame here at the Hawk's Nest. We had tequila shots.
Oh, double fisting that drink.
Yeah, we had tequila shots. I think we had some Hennessy before we left, or some vodka. No, we had Don Julio, which is tequila,
Yeah,
but we had. I think I had some Hennessy
I had the
too.
Red Bull vodka.
And you had a Red Bull vodka, and I made them strong. So I
That's
split it into two for you because I made that shit hella strong. We were having a good time before we even left. We were playing that new vinyl that you got me. So far gone.
Drake.
Yeah.
Best mixtape out there.
Best mixtape
You
ever.
even heard it? Promotion. Drake, what's up?
Yeah,
Promotion.
That shit was fire. We were playing that shit, and we were already drunk before we even left. So yeah. Anyway, when we got there, we were doing You know, like you drop like what kind of drink did we have? Do we have Vegas bombs? I think we had Vegas bombs. Was it Jaeger? I think it was Vegas. I think it was Vegas bombs.
This dumb.
And I dropped my shot. I was already so drunk that I dropped my shot. I had a beer and the Jaeger, and I dropped the shot of Jaeger. I mean Red Bull, and I dropped the shot of Jaeger into my beer instead of into the the Red Bull. And then I was like, everyone's looking at me like, oh hell no, and I still drank the whole beer with the fucking Jaeger bomb shot. Nah, I was like, bro, I don't talk about it. Like Marty, shout out to Marty, even though he's not here. But Marty talks about how much he can drink all the time. I low-key never talk about how much I can drink, and I surprise the shit out of myself every time we drink. I can drink a lot.
I surprised myself too, cause shout out to Anna and them. I don't know how many fireballs y'all got me, but holy shit.
You know why we were drinking fireballs, right? Because I said I can't handle fireballs. I don't know why I tell people that, because
they kept buying me just by myself.
I know, but like they brought it up. I brought it up because I go, I can't handle fireballs. It makes me act up. So that as long as we don't drink that, we'll be fine tonight. And Anna and Susanna are like, oh, guess what we're about to drink tonight? And they started ordering hella fireballs, but it's my fault. I've done that before, and every single time they get me with that shit.
I hate when people just give me money.
What you mean?
Don't do that.
What you mean? Who gave you money?
No, I'm just saying they want to do stuff people don't like. I mean, I hate when people give me money, so they can give me money.
What?
Just go on.
Anyway, so yeah, we are happy to be back with y'all. So, Hawk Talk Podcast back online, baby. We are back. We are hella back.
So much drama.
So much things to talk about. So many things to cover. So yeah, so again, we're sorry guys, but we're not going to be gone for that long anymore. So guess what we were doing while we were gone? I mean, you shouldn't have to guess. You should already know what we were doing.
I'll give you a clue. Monsters.
Monsters. What's Monsters?
The fuck?
It's our mixtape. Monsters.
Dropped on my birthday.
We were freaking recording fire for y'all, and we got so much love. Shout out to all the love.
Shout out. Love.
Hey, shout out to everybody who contributed to this project too. Shout out to, of course, Realest here, who was 50% of this project.
Idea. Rushed the project. It was my fault I got rushed, but I wanted to drop something on my birthday. Here's the thing. If we didn't put a date, this shit would have never came out. I'll be honest with y'all. You know how many mixtapes I had since high school that should have been dropped?
Yeah.
That never came out.
I have a bunch of Lucy's too that I never compiled or tried to make any sense of, and I always said I was gonna drop a project. So I'm glad he was like, look, we need to make a mixtape, and I want it to come out on my birthday. I'm like, done. Let's do it. What you need from me. That's the first thing I said to him. But hey, for the most part, it got hella positive reviews. This song that's playing right now, Deal Drugs, has 3,200 plus
It went up?
plays. Yeah.
Last time I saw it was only like 1,000.
Yeah, it's like 3,320 plays. with like almost 400 likes, so that's crazy for a SoundCloud thing that's been out for a few weeks only. It was like this on day 2, day 3, so that's crazy. It was close to this.
That shit went up last night.
So hey, shout out to Fio too for the outro. She came, we called her and was like, hey, we need you on it, just so you're on it. Like, and she came through, did the outro. Shout out to Francis, whose voice is all over this thing.
That's the phone call if y'all wondering who it is.
She's on a couple of little blurbs here and there, and then Marvin is the long phone call, which is it's called Marvin's Gloom.
Number one fan. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to
applause for him?
Yeah,
Can we get applause to our favorite
shout
fan
out,
real quick?
shout out to Marvin. Shout out to Marvin. He drew a picture for us.
Yeah, that's on the page too. Fire.
The monsters picture was crazy. Guys, check out the Facebook page and check out our Instagram
and follow
pages.
my nigga too. Show him some love.
Yeah, show Marvin some love, yo. He also named one of our segments too. So shout out to Marvin, man, for
Marvin,
being
one of these days we're gonna call you in on one of these podcasts. So I don't know when, but you'll be on there.
Yeah, we're gonna hit you up, bro.
Or we might just put you on another mixtape. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Shit, maybe. Oh, and shout out to life. A lot of stuff written was about life.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of there was some.
How are you gonna shout out life?
Because life been good. It gave us a lot to write about and talk about.
Yeah, we did. We wrote about it a lot.
A lot of good stuff. Not a lot of bad stuff. It wasn't too serious, but there was some serious moments. Then flip right back with the confessions.
It was dope, man. It was dope doing the whole thing. I was happy doing the whole thing. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out with the amount of time that we had to do it. And I just went on Facebook Live before starting this podcast, and I talked about this a little bit, but I'm going to say it one time on the podcast. People were very positively receptive to this project, but I had people hit me up talking about, I'm a bar person, I have bars, and I'm a lyrical person, and I didn't come through with the bars and the lyrics that people were expecting from me. But what I need y'all to understand is that we put together a project called Monsters, and the intro sets the tone. You know, the intro is about dealing with your demons and dealing with your monsters and having them like take a hold of you and not letting you breathe, in a sense. And that's kind of even in its most happiest moments, the tape is kind of melancholy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of sad. Like we're talking about our issues. Natalie's interlude, that's a real girl. Realest knows about her. Fio does too, and a couple people know about her. But that was shitty. The thing that happened with me, and Realest had some verses on there for him and his situations. I don't know. It was just like it was more of a concept project than it was.
Think of it as us talking to you with a beat. That's all it really
was. Yeah, it was a concept project, and I get not everybody was a fan of every single track, but let's talk about the positive stuff. Like, what have people told you about it?
People liked it, like the Deal Drugs. People said it was catchy. A lot of females like that How You Feel because they be going through that thing like, why can't you just tell me how you feel?
I like that. It starts off with that DJ Screw type.
Yeah. Ladies love when a guy gets off the phone with a deep voice. I don't know, but I had to, Oh, Francis, there you are again. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Francis for the tag. Francis does the New Hawk shit.
Oh, and the Realest, that's my boy on DJ Screw. Don't even worry about it.
Stop lying on DJ Screw like that. Yeah, but I've heard great things too. I've had my barbers. I went to the barber shop this weekend. They heard the tape. They had great things to say about it. I had people I've been posting the comments and the feedback on my Insta story. People have been like, "Yo, like this sounds great. I loved it." My friend, shout out to Chris Stopka, aka Shot Glass. He was like, "Hey man, like every time I listen to it, I get something new out of it." Hella positive. My friend Tony, shout out to Tony. He said that his favorite song was from you. He said that he liked New America because he just liked the vibe, So
that was probably the most serious song. Not to take away from Interlude, but that
like the most political song I would say.
That one almost didn't make the mixtape. I'll tell you that right now.
Why? No, yes, it was.
Well, we thought about maybe, but then I was like, just fuck it, put it on. Because I was
Yeah,
actually going to
no.
do a different song.
Yeah, but when you presented that song to me, I was like, yep, that's
But
going
I had
on.
to split it to make it longer, so that's when I did that, that little fast, twist up.
It was dope. I liked it. It was dope.
But
I also think there's some underrated tracks on the tape.
there is. There's some that a lot of people listen to, but they don't like. I think
I honestly think After Party is one of my favorite.
After Party's a good one.
After Party is one of my favorites, just because it came off. It sounded kind of Eminem-y to me, like early Eminem. Like when I did that shit in one fucking take, and I was like, "Yep, that's the one." And I played it for him, and he was like, "Yep, I like this."
Man, my number one. And let me tell you a story about when he did his solo one. So he hit me up with the confession. Like, there was nights where we were up at 2:00 in the morning, sending videos to each other with the songs.
Right. Pause.
So I was like, I think it was like 3 o'clock, and my phone was texting. I booted it. I was like, what the fuck? And it was my nigga Hawk. He was like, hey, check this one out. And it was Confessions. When I said that woke me up, I was like, fire. That's on it. Fire. Bumps. Confession. I'm not even mad that I'm not on it. You killed it. Confessions. That was some real shit. Because that was some anger. I mean, he did it in a professional way. Like, if you think about it, he didn't call no one a bitch.
Nope.
Or a hoe.
Well, there's a little...
Bluntly.
There's a little part in the song that says, these are my confessions from a gentleman. You might be a hoe if you don't like how I'm telling it. But I don't call anyone a hoe. I said you might be one if you don't like how I'm telling it. And shout out to Wade Klein, who messaged me and was like, your lyrics are better than a lot of the dudes out here. And he said, I listened to Confessions from a Gentleman. And he's like, that was really good. And I was like, appreciate it. That shit was probably the most honest and angry shit on here. Like, I was angry when I wrote it. I was angry when I spit it. Because, let me tell you something, ladies. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know how Realest feels about this. I don't know how Realest feels about this, but
I hate that shit.
I spent so much money on y'all, like, and I know it's not a classy thing for a gentleman to say. That's why it's called Confessions of a Gentleman. But it's just like when you're in the moment with a girl, you spend like when she's your girl, especially me, cause I got that bread. So I'm gonna I spent all this fucking money. And then it's like you make all this investment and then it doesn't work out. And then it's just like you kind of were burning your fucking money. And you kind of want your money back, like some Costco shit. Like, I don't know, like, I just want my money back. So I say that shit in the song, and I'm just like, I'm gonna send y'all invoice, I'm gonna send you my Venmo. I say all kinds of shit, cause I want my money
also,
back.
too, it's more kind of a respect thing. Like,
what is?
Don't get me wrong. Like, being personally, I'm not just gonna spend my money on any female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you're
there gotta
different
be
than me,
a respect level for both of us. Unless I'm, make it big, I might just buy some Instagram models here and there, but that's not the point.
You stupid.
Like, hey, one of my favorite lines, R.I.P. to Mac Miller too, who, passed away. I was listening to him, and there's a song he has called Lucky Bitch.
Oh, R.I.P. to Mac one time.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. to Mac. Yeah. He was a legend.
So in one of the verses, he said, one thing I won't do is pay for pussy. Okay? But, I mean, we're buying you dinner. We're taking you out. We're doing all this stuff that's making you consider, maybe I should, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying. It's kind of...
Well, when you take, I took a love languages course, right? With one of my exes.
I'm going to get that. I hear you.
And when you take that course, you find out, your different love languages, obviously, and your different personalities, and the way you communicate and shit. And one of the things that I learned in that course was that people express their love in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So me and Theo talk about it all the time. Some people accept gifts. They think that that's love. Like my ex, the way she accepted love, which is was not a shocker to me when I found out because it was obvious, was gifts. Like she just liked things. Like me, I forgot what the language was called, and I'm sure somebody's like, "You idiot! This is what it's called." Like listening, but I think it's like selfless acts or something like that. And that was my love language. So that's how I accept love. Like, if people do something to lift the burden off of me, or do favors for me, or like do something nice for me, that's what I understand as love. So I guess it just depends on the person. And the way I give love, I guess, from my past is I buy shit. Like, that's just how I do, because it's just like the easiest way for me to show somebody that I care or whatever. So, but yeah, the song marked a different me. It was the end of that shit.
Said, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm done with that shit, yo. Like,
oh,
nah.
shout out on his page. He does have his Venmo for all you females that might be listening.
Yeah, I do have. I have my Venmo screenshotted on my Instagram, and on my matter of fact, on this podcast, when I upload it, I'm gonna upload a picture of it too, so y'all can. If y'all feel like you owe me money for all the dates that we went on and all the shit I fucking bought y'all can send it there.
Or if you want to just show us love.
Don't ask for charity. No. I gotta.
We need a soundboard. No.
Damn, but for real though.
Here's the thing though, fans, the ones we eat, y'all eat. You see what I'm saying? That's how we do it.
Shit, that's how I am too. Shit.
We eat, y'all eat. We blow up, y'all blow up.
Hell yeah.
I mean, except for some of you hating ass niggas that, man, don't even get me started. There was a comment I was reading, and he was getting on my fucking nerves. I was about to say something to him.
Just say his name, man.
I don't know his name.
The dude on Facebook? Greg?
Yeah, we were going back and forth, and he was like, what he said? I don't know what the...
Greg, if you're listening, I know you listen to me because you love me, man. You're always,
nigga.
you're always trolling. I put you on a track. I put the audio of you talking shit on a track once because you called my phone and left a message and talking about you're less of a hawk, more of a cock. Talking all the laughing and shit. He tried, Greg. You tried to FaceTime me or whatever yesterday or the day before, but I ignored it because I'm not gonna. First of all, I'm a grown ass man. I don't do that. I don't know, but whatever. Greg, I don't even understand the shit. You be high. I know you be high because I don't understand half the shit you type. I know you work like in the oil field or something. I don't know if that shit's Yeah, you better wear a gas mask, bro. Them fumes is getting to you for sure.
And I hope that's not really you in that picture, because I will gas you up.
Shit.
But, and that thing about EBT, we don't know about that. I mean...
About what?
That's what he's talking about. Food stamps. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I think he was trying to call you broke. He wasn't talking to me.
I'm not even gonna address that. I'm not even gonna address that. Like, I don't need to talk about how not broke I am. People see that.
Save your breath control.
People see that shit every day. How not broke I am.
I'm catching up. Ish.
You'll get there, young tyke, one day. So let's talk about. Let's get this rolling. Let's recap what we've missed. Some of the things. Nicki and Cardi, bro, what's your take on that? I know everybody's talking about that shit. That shit is super lit.
Hey,
what do you think?
Alright, I want you to imagine you're 13 years old.
Okay.
You're watching WWE, and your girl Trish Stratus come out to defend her WWE title. And some random bitch hits her with a chair that just runs away. That's how it was. Hit and run. That was it. But I don't know. Cardi's about it. But I feel like, I don't know who Nicki knows. Because, check this out. I was actually just reading something with 50 Cent. And he was talking to, 6ix9ine and them. And, some other youngins. Mm-hmm. Telling them to stay out of that business. You don't want to get involved.
Yeah, because he 6ix9ine phoned into Queen Radio. And, pledges allegiance to Nicki. Which is cool, for his clout that he searches for using Nicki, but he needs to stay out of that. He does,
he said, because
that kid is going to get shot.
Guys, guys got goons too, whatever. But females, you think they don't have, every female got people that will kill for
Have you seen girl fights? They are way more worse. Brutal. They're way more brutal than a guy fighting a guy. It's way worse. There's hair pulling. There's nail stabbing.
When they knock him out, they'll stop. The guy's like, okay, that's enough, bro. He's knocked out. Females, they're still banging their ass.
Nah, and then they use objects too. They pick shit up. I've seen girls hit each other with chairs, like WWE shit.
I seen them stab them with their own earrings,
Yeah, I seen a girl get pulled by her hoop earring while it was still on.
First of all, that was that dumbass bitch fault. She should have took that bitch out.
That's true. That's step one. When y'all supposed to fight, you're supposed to take the earrings off.
But here's the thing, though. the fight, okay, whatever. But the fact that now Nicki knows that Cardi B got if no fuck and will do shit on sight, that's kind of a wake up, you know. But at the same time, I mean, you got two of the biggest female rappers. No one wants to see no death or nothing.
No, definitely don't condone no fucking violence. But I've been hearing a lot of people say this. I've been hearing a lot of people say, you know what? I like that there's consequences. Because the internet era that we're living in now, bruh, like 12-year-olds, everybody's talking shit. It's like, remember when Xbox Live first started? And it's like a bunch of 8-year-olds like saying, fuck your mom and this and that.
Times I've been called a nigger on there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been called some racist ass shit playing Xbox Live too.
I'll never forget one time
playing
I didn't have the mic on. You go through your TV.
Uh-huh.
And my mom was in there just watching. And I thought I muted everyone. Someone was like, you fucking nigger. My mom was like, what the she snatched that Xbox off and said, get off.
They say some.
Like,
it was like the internet's getting to be like one big long Xbox Live COD match. Like
it is sad. Like also I was looking at about the Mac Miller death. People were saying I wish it was MGK over you. It's like that's
people said that to Russ a lot too. Russ is dealing with that right now, which
we'll
get to Russ because we're gonna talk about his album.
It's sad. Like people are brutal. But like I can hate somebody, but I will never wish death on somebody.
No,
I only
definitely
wish
not.
Death probably on one person just because they fucked with my family.
Right.
But I'll never wish death on nobody. That's just
right. Well, I mean, I've told you before, like I don't want to say enemy anymore, but I considered this guy I used to know this DJ in El Paso who was kind of one of my closest friends, and started seeing his sister, and we had a falling out, and it got really bad between us. There were death threats and all kinds of stuff between us both. I wouldn't even wish death upon him. Matter of fact, he recently got into an accident, and I was like, you know what? In order to squat, I don't want to be like that with anybody. So I try to help the cause out as much as I could, and I just did it from a distance, you know, because I just felt bad, man. Like, you have a human being inside you. You shouldn't hate nobody or wish death upon nobody, you know? A lesser man would have probably been like, good. But nah, like I don't want to see that to you.
That's a kid. That's not a grown.
Yeah, that's not a mature thing to do.
Grown ass men will be able to let shit go. Same with y'all women. Some of y'all need to let some petty shit go.
Yeah.
But it goes both ways.
That's some real shit you just
said.
But
overall, fight wise, I think Cardi B will beat the shit out of Nicki. Rap wise, because Cardi B is hot right now, Cardi B will probably get way more attention. But Nicki, I don't know what thugs she knows. I think she knows some people. But at the same time,
I don't know. Well, listen to this clip real quick of Nicki on Queen Radio today.
Yeah, and sometimes it's gonna get cocksucker of the week. Now somebody just made the cocksucker. Somebody just made the cocksucker of the day. Look, Flex, they made the cocksucker of the day award. Wow. Wow.
She's so crazy.
Okay, so press play on that, and then let's come back. To go through in front of a bunch of upper echelon, and it's not about white or black. It's about upper echelon people who are, you know, the people who have their lives together. The way they pass
spell echelon, Nicki.
this disgusting commotion, I will never forget. I was mortified. I was in anyone's child, and it's so sad that for someone to pin that on me because I'm the bad guy and they know people would believe them. So let me just go on record having said, say that I said or did something that you know I've never said or did.
I didn't see it. Where was that? Where did it come from?
No clue. I
bet it was from
Offset.
Offset.
That someone said something just so that you don't figure it out. Okay, so they hurried up and put out a statement, and you know what? I'm such...
All right, so basically, she's saying that Cardi has postpartum depression. She's saying Cardi had 2 strippers beat up outside of a club because one of them was fucking around with Offset. And she's saying Cardi's a hypocrite. She's also saying she has screenshots of Cardi calling black women roaches and other derogatory names. And she's already shared those tweets and stuff like that. So she's made Cardi look pretty bad here. Usually Cardi B would respond with like a selfie live stream video or something. She didn't.
No, you didn't see that thing about the Jay-Z? She just posted.
Oh, that's not a lot. She didn't put a picture of her face though.
Hell no, because he got a knot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting to. She's got a knot on her forehead, so she doesn't want to go on live yet. So she put like a little note on Facebook, and she said, "Hey, you're messing with my bag," and blah blah blah. You talking about my kids. I don't know, man. This shit seems kind of Hollywood, but at the same time, when people got knots on their foreheads, and I don't know, this beef to me is scarier than M and MGK, which we'll get to also. It's scarier than any other beef because these two women, they seem hella unstable.
They'll kill each other.
Yeah, both of them seem out of their minds. Like they just seem crazy.
Hey, but I have a theory about this whole thing though.
What's your hot take? What's your theory?
Here's the theory. Offset, whatever boyfriend, husband, whatever fuck he is, he's the one that was probably feeding this to Cardi B, knowing that Cardi B will do shit. And now that this happened, and every time Cardi B releases some music now, it's just gonna be more hype for her music now, for more money, because he's on his record label. That's more money for them. That's how I'm looking at it. Because when she was giving birth, Nicki sent her a care package for the baby.
Well, I mean, it was fake though. All that shit was fake love.
But I feel like Offset might have something to do, because I haven't heard one word from him.
He never talks. Migos never talks. But
they're too busy on tour. Oh, next month.
Oh yeah, we're going to the Aubrey and Three Amigos tour, by the way. Drake and Migos in Vegas at the MGM.
If you like to win now, I'm just playing. Caller number 5.
Hey, we need to get our hotel booked though.
I was talking to your cousin about that. I was like, fuck.
Cause I messaged y'all twice about it already.
That sound like you two had it under control.
Nah, y'all ain't putting this shit on me. I always gotta do everything.
You too, cause she's like, I got a discount. Then she's like, I know people, and I'm just like, I'm just going with the flow. Cause I will go far as fuck from the strip and pay $80.
I mean, if you want to do that, you can.
Fuck it, I ain't doing that.
I mean, I think we should get 2 rooms. Cause you never know, it's Vegas. So, but anyway, we'll talk about that off. We'll talk about that off the record. Anyways, yeah. So going back real quick to close out this freaking topic, Cardi and Nicki.
Stop it.
Just stop it. Y'all crazy.
Grow the fuck up.
Y'all don't even know who we are, that we exist, but just stop it.
Dummy of the week, both of you.
Yeah, y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging.
Females, y'all be crazy. Sound like the Joe Budden podcast right now with the gunshot.
Anyways, so our next topic.
Eminem
and MGK. Who you got?
MGK.
You got MGK on this? Get the fuck out of here.
You want me to tell you why?
I know his song is #1 right now on iTunes.
No, let me tell you why I got MGK about this. Alright, so Eminem, I mean, you're a lyrical master. We get it. We got it.
Are you talking to me or Eminem?
No, what I'm saying. Eminem, you're lyrical master. We know. You're going to come out and do like 900 rhyming syllables to talk shit about MGK. That's cool. But what are you going to do when MGK start going personal? Like, he probably got pictures with him and your daughter. That's gonna...
No, he don't.
Hey,
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Hold up. Time out. I can't let that rock. I can't let that rock. I hate when people say that about Eminem. He's just going to come at him with rhyming words. And Joe Budden said the same shit on his podcast. He does have a lot of shit that he says.
He was a battle rapper.
Why would I listen to M if he only talked rhyming words? That's like Wayne. Wayne does that. Wayne hasn't said a goddamn thing in 10 years. He hasn't said I don't know anything about Wayne's life. Do you know anything about Wayne's life?
Yeah.
What?
She had a liquor like a lollipop.
He's stupid.
He made $1 million here,
that's
$1 million
That's
there.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. Like Wayne just like rhymes random fuckery. M is not Wayne. M, like if you listen to Kamikaze, which I know you have, fire ass album. He says so much on that album. He says where he's at, like who he's mad at, like what's been going on with him, like where he's at mentally. He says all kinds of shit. What are you talking about? And Joe Budden also dissed him. He said 10 years of no fucking content. Get the fuck out of here. Recovery was one of my favorite M albums.
Actually, we'll talk about that.
Not Afraid was fire on that. Cinderella Man was fire. That whole album was fire. He said so much. I don't know what he's talking about. But Joe Budden is trying to lay the foundation. That's what Joe Budden does. Joe Budden is putting down, what's that shit? The primer? Before he puts the paint. He's trying to put the primer down right now and tell everybody, hey, I'm a content dude. So that when it's time to actually get in the booth, he's going to already put M right here because he's going to tell people all he does is rhyme words. Nah, he don't. M will kill you, rhyming the best.
Eminem, if he comes back at MGK like he did with Ja Rule and them, like back in the day, with 50 Cent and shit.
Fire.
Oh man,
Benzino when he killed Benzino.
I'm telling you right now, You think 50 Cent's petty? Eminem's petty too. That nigga will talk about you until you fucking kill yourself. I'm telling you right now. But
Hey, he's the GOAT too. Like even
Yeah,
MGK said it in the diss. You're the
I
GOAT.
get- but here's the thing about MGK, he wasn't really dissing him.
He was.
No, like
He said that fucking beard is weird.
like
He did. He
like,
said that fucking beard is weird.
Dissing him, but I think he was just more hurt. Like, how would you react if your idol just straight up dissed you? How would you feel? Like, imagine if
I would kill my idol if he dissed me like that. I would kill him. Like not
That's
physically,
what I'm
but
saying.
on a track. Like
you
I would,
can't just let that shit go. And MGK, you know, he did his shit, but he was young, getting. It's just rhyme. Like they don't give a fuck. Like when Tyler Creator was talking about Haley or some shit, it's like it's not personal. It just goes with the flow. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But then when you're just like, man, fuck you, it's like, hold up, what the fuck? You're my idol, man. Fuck you. Like if y'all don't know who Hobson is, really underrated.
Hobson is fire.
When he had his name called on the album, not knowing that Eminem knows about him, he was in tears pretty much, like, happy. You know what I mean? Like, it's good or bad.
Everyone who was called out on that album is happy.
To an extent.
Academics was like, holy shit, thank you very much. Charlemagne was like, I'm immortalized through the music. Like, everybody's happy. Even if they don't say it, they're fucking MGK.
Joe Budden ain't happy.
When was the last time? Nah, Joe Budden ain't happy.
Well,
But
that's totally
he is
different.
happy. He is happy. He's a narcissist. He's a narcissist, so he likes being in the middle of the spotlight. He loves this shit. This is what he lives for. He
But you
loves
know
this
what,
shit.
though? I feel...
Joe Budden got called out at the perfect time. You know why? His
he's
new
on-
show, Revolt, just started. Episode 1 was yesterday.
He's getting
The
fired.
the Spotify podcast things happens like on the 13th.
Mhm.
So this is perfect for him. It gives him so much
But
clout.
you know what I can see happen with when Joe Budden gets on? MGK, you're out of this topic now. You did a good first round. All right, you out of it. Joe Budden, I feel like Eminem's doing this on purpose, and in the end, he's probably gonna. I don't know. I feel he's gonna praise Joe Budden in some way and somehow, but at the same time, there's some tension with them. Like them two need to get it out their system. I don't know.
But I think you're forgetting that Joe Budden would be a great competitor.
But you know what?
I don't know if you remember this Drake diss track, Making a Murderer. This shit was fire.
But you know what I just thought about too? Didn't MGK? He said something about Yellow Wolf too.
Yeah, he said don't take my verse off the Yellow Wolf album because he's got a verse
But you
on
gotta
Yellow.
remember though, Yellow Wolf left. You know, you heard
Shady.
about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know why.
That was like last month.
I don't know why though. I don't think he said.
His contract's up. And let's be honest, Yellow wasn't selling. He didn't pop. Like he started off strong with Trunk Music and all the fire ass mixtapes, but
He should have signed with Strange Music. That's my.
yeah, he has a better fit with Strange Music. But
Like
Shady,
Reds?
but M loved his sound, so he signed him. I have a picture with Yellow Wolf. I met him at a festival.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You wanna pull it out?
He signed. I didn't have anything for him to sign, so he signed my Korean money. He signed my won.
Oh, I think you told me about that, didn't you? Yeah,
And I got into a fight with my ex in my Mustang back in the day, and we stopped in the middle of the road because chicks be crazy. She pulled the brake in the middle of the road, and she took my wallet, and like it fell on the street, and like all my money fell on the street, and then a car drove by and like drove like all that money went up in the air. But I'm in the middle of dealing with her and stuff, so I didn't really have time to get all of it. And one of the things that went in the air was my wand that got signed by Yellow Wolf, so I lost that shit.
Damn.
That was the night before I flew to Germany this last time before I just got here. So, anyways, little side story for y'all. That's what happened.
But yeah, that Joe Budden, Eminem. Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't think he'll get in the booth though, man. There's nothing for him to gain.
Yo, but you
He's
know
a
what,
media
though?
personality now.
He says that, but I feel like Eminem would be the asshole to make him. Like, he'll, all it's gonna take is Eminem to do just a song that's not even an album. If he just drops a song, like imagine that. If Eminem was to just drop a song called "Fuck Joe Budden," Joe Budden doesn't have a choice.
Well, did you hear his demands? Joe was like, "I will reply to you if you do it away from your rollout, because I'm not going to be part of your rollout for your album.
Mm-hmm.
And what else did he say? If you actually say something, because you're not saying anything.
You
right
know,
now."
that makes sense though. He's pretty much saying, "I'm not gonna be the reason you're getting more money."
Well, M is the reason Joe's getting more money right now, so like, might as well help each other out. Shit.
Yeah, but I think it's more personal than that with them too.
I will say I respect Joe Budden a lot, man. He really does shit on his own terms. Those are his friends on his show from back in the day when he was on Joe Budden TV with just his little cell phone when he was dating Tahiri back in the day. Joe Budden's always done shit his own way. When they didn't pay him the proper bag at Complex, he was like,
"Hey, I love what he
I'm
said.
out."
He was like, "You know what the fuck I did? Exit." He got all calm.
Yeah,
Exit.
that's how he is. That's how he is. So like he always does shit his way, and he took responsibility for Slaughterhouse breaking up too. So, anyways, let's get off this topic. Let's move on to Russ.
Wait, wasn't there another?
Let's hit up Russ first.
So
Russ dropped Zoo, and honestly, I like the album. It's cool. I was super underwhelmed, and I texted Realest as soon as I heard it, and I was like, "This shit, I'm underwhelmed." Like,
I thought the same thing. I really wasn't feeling it, but there was one night, I had a little, and I actually sat back and just listened to the whole thing. It was better than I thought. It was a good vibe.
yeah, no, I've been hearing so many good things about it that I had to go back and re-listen to it like 3 times.
When I really listened, the production was amazing.
I wouldn't say amazing.
It was good.
It was good.
For just him, except for I think 2 of the songs were Scott's choice.
Only one, I think.
No, I think the one with
Snoop.
Snoop and them. I think someone else did that one.
Nah, cause he put a video of him doing it online.
Maybe, but I give him credit for that. He's saving money, but sometimes you need to shell out some money to get, you know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing about Zoo. I think it underperformed too. Like,
I think it was fan service.
So his first album, there's Really a Wolf. I like There's Really a Wolf.
That was fire.
There's Really a Wolf. The whole concept. He hasn't really talked about being the wolf again. Like, that's dumb to me. Like, you branding yourself a wolf, you need to be the wolf. You know. Anyway, that album was heat. I listen to that shit all the time. That has mad replayability value. And he put all his SoundCloud singles on there too. Losing Control. Do It Myself.
Did you see my Snapchat? I posted a throwback when I was at his concert.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Memories.
He sold 45K that first album. This album, Zoo, projected to do 80K at the most, which is like he doubled his sales from his first time, right? But he always talks about numbers and how big he is, and he should have pulled over 100K. But there's a lot of hate towards Russ right now. There's like a I hate Russ campaign.
I don't know why. I don't know.
He's kind of annoying. Like, I saw his whole Breakfast Club interview today. It's just annoying.
I heard some of his shit though.
He's arrogant as fuck.
Oh man, but I respect the music. I vibe to it really well. If I had to give it out of 10, I'll give it a good 7. I'll honestly give it a good 7. When I first listened to it, I probably would have given it like a 4. I was kind of low-key pissed. Cause the thing doing music and listening now, I feel like I used to always compare it to their last shit a lot. You can't be doing that no more. A lot of shit you gotta it's always something different, you know?
I mean, what else are you gonna compare it to besides their old work, you know? Like, once you set a bar, bro, you have to go above that bar. You can't just like underperform yourself.
No, Drake.
I love Scorpion sold 3 million albums so far. 3 million.
It's still shooting up.
Huh?
It's still going.
And it's still going. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's good. I like the production is great on Drake shit.
Oh, let me also explain this. Sold albums. This is a streaming age. People don't buy music no more. So for you to have people buying your shit, that's kind of a big deal.
Well, your streaming counts towards your sales.
Yeah, but when they're buying it now, that's. Yo, I'm seeing all this shit, but I can't read it. I'm sorry, y'all. We're fan mail.
Okay. So anyway, Zoo, I give it a 3.
Out of what?
5.
Oh shit! I thought you said 10. I was about to slap.
No. Out of 10, it's a 7. It's cool. It's cool, and I like it. I'll go back and listen to the songs. It's pretty good, but it's like, it's kind of. There wasn't enough. I wanted some Russ bangers on there. The flute song is fire. Like, you can't take away the flute song. The one that's playing right now. This is the flute song by Russ. This shit. When I heard this shit, man, I was lit. That's a Scott Storch classic, huh?
I think I finally looked at the music video. I want to say I did the other day.
Fire. A bunch of ladies playing the flute around him. There's nothing more fire than that. And then Kill 'Em All is fire on the album. If you hear Kill 'Em All. Voicemail I liked. It was
I liked it.
talking to God.
That
So
was a really good one.
that was a great title, great concept, great song.
That one with Snoop Dogg. Oh my god, that shit was.
It's alright.
I liked it. That
It's
was
alright.
really good vibes.
I wasn't feeling Park Stone Drive because that's the same beat as Juice WRLD's Lucid Dreams, and I get that you can sample on your album, but it's like,
I thought it was. You know what? That could have been on a mixtape. or
yeah,
solo.
it sounds like a Lucy. Like some of your Lucy's, Russ, are better than the songs you chose for your album. So I'm just like, why? You know? And a lot of these is already distinguishable. Like they're all talking about girls and his parents. Like he talks about his parents like in 4 of these tracks, how his parents are having issues and how he took his mom in and how she finally left the dad because he has money now. I don't know. I'm not feeling it the way like when Drake was telling his story, because you know he idolizes Drake and he wants to sing and rap and be the stature that Drake is. But Drake had a dope ass story to tell, man. The come up, his friends, the chicks that hurt him, and it's just different. Like Russ talking about his parents.
Drake welcomed people to be on the music with him.
Yeah.
Russ is being kind of like, I don't want no. You need to open up. Let's be real.
Yeah, you gotta
Sometimes
play
you
the
need
game.
that push. Sometimes, let's be real. Like if Lil Wayne said I want to do a song, you're like, nah, you stupid. You know what I mean? Like you gotta. Sometimes you need it. We already get it. You did an album with no features. Okay, that's out the way. You ain't J. Cole. J. Cole does it now just because I think he just honestly don't like a lot of these niggas, you know? But different topic. Good album though.
Yeah.
I still give that YG shit a 3.
Stop talking about YG. Oh my god, you're gonna get fucking run up on, and I'm not gonna help you that time.
This time,
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to do an honorable mention real quick. Is it Bass? Boss?
Oh, Boss.
Boss
Yeah,
dropped that fire ass album, and that song Tribe with Cole. If you haven't heard that song,
that's Dreamville right there.
Dreamville's killing it right now,
I
yo.
also recommend if y'all haven't listened, look up on Earth Gang. They're part of Dreamville too. I don't think I really got Hawk into it yet. I haven't really shown up music with them, but I've been bumping them for like a year now. They're a dope duo. But this is actually not their best song together though.
I know they have great songs.
They have a lot.
They had a song. Was it Hell's Kitchen on the Khaled tape?
Was it? Oh.
Man, that shit was heat.
Hey, Khaled, you need to make some more music. You tell him up. Hey, same with you, Daniel Caesar. Where are you at too? Like.
Yeah, this is the song right here. Hell's Kitchen. This production by Khaled, Boss, and Cole. Woo! It needs the Ross.
Cold world. Cold. He said that angry. Cold world. Nigga.
Some of these Khaled tapes, because he got all poppy, that shit's underrated. This one, Suffering from Success, is fire.
Back from the dead like Michael Jackson in red jackets with naps in my head. Who's white or black? It's a red package. Get smacked. You said that I'm neck and neck with them square rappers.
You can't see our faces, but we got the nasty face on right now.
Shopping, too busy burning. You watching, you learning. You word to pop, I'm plotting to murder. You should have thought in a girl. You
plotting to murder you?
Pop like Nelly with tops, dropped on convertible Porsches. But instead of that burning no curses.
Hey, cut that. That's too fire. Stop. You was burning your speakers, yo. That shit too fire.
That shit is fucking heat.
God.
Matter of fact,
Damn.
I'm gonna add that shit back onto my playlist. All right. All right. Our next topic. Let's move on. Let's talk about. Should we move on to our question or should we do our throwbacks?
We can do our question. Get that out the way since
right.
we're still talking.
So we usually ask a question on here that's pretty intriguing. And today, the question is, guys, what's better, angry sex or makeup sex? And why?
Alright, Hawk, go ahead, answer it.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
Yo, this is the hardest. I'm gonna give a bullshit trash answer. No, I am. Because it's the truth for me.
Okay, let's hear it.
The answer for me is angry makeup sex.
Hey, my nigga, I was gonna say the same shit.
He just dapped me up.
It's the same shit.
Honestly, it's almost the same thing. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I hope family's not listening right now, but I'm gonna tell y'all. I used to have this. I won't say who or when, but I had this girlfriend.
Let's call her Rihanna.
Nah, that's not. Rihanna's in a league of her own, and Rihanna's my current girlfriend, so let's not do that. But I had a girlfriend who I would have a lot of makeup sex with, angry makeup sex with, and it was phenomenal every single time.
Though.
That's exactly what I was gonna get to. It was a hella unhealthy relationship. It was a hella unhealthy situation. It's unhealthy to have that kind of sex all the time like that, and it was like that all the time. But you need to, you know what, guys? You gotta you lose respect for each other when you have sex like that, cause y'all, the shit y'all say and the shit y'all do is like disrespectful as shit.
When your relationship just becomes just sex, it's not a relationship. End of story.
But it wasn't just sex.
No,
though.
I'm just saying when it becomes to that point.
Yeah.
It's
If it's only sex that you bring to the table, you or your partner, then that shit's not gonna last.
And if sex is the only thing that actually gets y'all to make up, that's a problem. Well,
hell yeah.
But hey,
so
I have to
what's
say
your
the same
answer?
way though. Both angry sex and makeup. But me personally, I had to pick one. I'll say makeup. Because that makeup, I feel like you both are in tune and wanted it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's both wanted equally. While angry, it's like...
Why wouldn't you want it equally on angry sex?
I mean, you could just be, I don't know, getting stressed out. Hey, like, there's been some disrespectful shit said during angry sex. That's probably why. It's like... I'm not gonna get into it, but you know what I'm talking about. Angry sex can be good. There's shit said and done during those moments where we can't talk about. While makeup is kind of like, you know, bring with that deep voice, like, tell me how you feel, type mood, you know. All right, let me compare it like this. Makeup sex is you're playing some freaking Genuine or some R. Kelly or something smooth like that. Angry sex, you're playing some fucking Little John or fucking JB Blockboy. You see the difference?
Yeah.
That's just...
I had a friend one time tell me that the way he stopped fights with his wife was he would get naked. And I think that's hilarious. And I think that I never tried that because that's just not my style, but I think that's hella funny. Because he said that they would get into a fight, she'd be mad about something, and he would just get naked.
I had a girl do that.
You can't be mad no more.
Something. She's like, man, I fucking... And she just started, like I guess, changing into something else, and I'm just like...
Yeah, no, you can't fall for that shit. Because girls are good.
They're good.
Hey, I can't say her name either, but you know who I'm talking about. Not the last one, but the one before that.
Oh.
She used to do that shit to me. Like, girls are good at that, man. Ladies, I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick.
Keep doing it though. We love it, but don't do it.
I don't like that shit, man. That shit's mad manipulative. Like I would okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I was talking to this girl and I was texting her and I was mad about some bullshit that she did. And in the middle of our argument, and I'm texting, like, you know, when you text angry, it's like, I'm texting all hella fast. And in the middle of the text, she slipped in what did I say? Oh, I said, no, she tells me, the only time I want you to get, and this is like in the middle of my rant, right? She goes, the only time I want you to jump this far down my throat. And I'm like, what? I'm like, and I was so angry and typing so fast, I missed that in the conversation. And she's like, she texts me, she's like, I guess you missed that, huh? And I'm like, miss what? She's like, scroll up. And I scrolled up and I saw that and I'm like, oh, I'm like, that's not fair. I'm like, you cannot just stop my anger with this shit. And she's like, yeah, I can. And then she called me and, you know, I won't tell you what happened, but man, like, that shit be working. So I don't like when girls do that shit. I don't like being manipulated, man. I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, that shit can be sexy though, but
don't do it though.
Don't do it though.
But do it.
But do it sometimes, but not all the time, because that shit will get on your nerves if you do that shit enough. It's like, all right.
If it just becomes sex, it's a problem.
And you better be sure that you're sexy too, like that you're actually being sexy, because no, you know, because some girls sometimes they think they're being sexy,
all
and you're
women
just
are
like,
beautiful.
No, I'm not saying that it's how they look. I'm saying
Oh.
whatever you present that day. Cause have you ever had a girl like think that she has the right fit on or she's doing the right thing to turn you on, but you're not feeling it? So you're like,
you're legit just chilling. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm really trying to watch Netflix.
yeah, exactly. You ever have that moment where you're just like, get off me?
Stop it.
And in their mind, they just did the sexiest shit ever. They bit their lip or something. They think that they got you, and you're just like, nah. that wasn't the one. That wasn't the move.
Oh, you winked at me? Okay, wink back, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, that would have been interesting to hear Fio's take on what she thinks, but we'll yeah. Well, should we call her?
No, she might be busy. No, she is busy.
It's 8:49. I don't know if she's busy.
Hey, she is busy. Let's just leave her out of it. Hey,
All right.
she's gonna be in the next podcast though. We'll ask her then.
Yeah, I would have called her, but that's all right. All right, so moving on to the next thing. All right, so that was our one question. Usually I have more than one question for everybody, but it's just us two. So I think one question is good for today. All right, let's move on, bro, to the throwback song. And I know you need the phone.
The throwback or the vibe plug?
What you want to do first? We could do either or first.
We can do the throwback.
Throwback? You ready? You got your throwback ready?
I know it.
You're gonna pull it up on the two?
It's on. Keep talking to the fans though while I get it popping though.
Oh, all right.
I know the principle, but I forget the name of the song.
You forget the name of the song.
You know, it's one of those things. I don't know the name of the song. I just know who it's by and how it goes.
Wow. And when I asked you earlier if you were prepared, you said,
I am
hell
prepared.
yeah. This motherfucker said, I'm prepared.
Is this iTunes?
It's on. I put it on YouTube for you, cuz.
Oh, this
You
one's
said
on-
you needed YouTube.
For the. Oh, anyways, it's whatever. I got it. All right, here's my throwback.
Turn that shit up.
What y'all remember about this? Back like that? Now, reason why this is my throwback, one, it's a good ass song. Ghostface Killer is actually about to be in San Diego. Oh, that's Ghostface Killer Neo, Back Like That. Just throwback. You heard that song before, right?
Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't in my rotation. Like,
Shimmy away. Now,
if I'm hearing a Neo collab, it was most likely Fab and Neo will make me better back in the day when it was hot.
but this one, reason why this is my throwback too, and also back to the top about some of y'all females, guys too, but females, where say we make you mad, like little petty shit. Say like we make you mad about something. You're like, man, fuck that. Like just say we didn't text you back right away, or we went out all night and we didn't text you that we were home. Y'all will do some stupid shit like, oh, my fault, I was up with Marcus last night. The fuck? Like, you know, why are you gonna do shit to really push your point, like get angry? That's what I don't like. Like, you think another wrong makes another right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's right.
That's what I hate that shit.
You know what? You gotta preach, man.
That's just how it goes sometimes, but
Take us to church.
hey, but this is a good ass song though. How you gonna treat a nigga like that?
But because you just said that, you know I gotta play the.
Thank you. But, hey, people be doing that shit too. Like, they will know, like, say, like, for example, like, say me and Hawk got in, like, a big argument or some shit, right?
It's happened.
You know? Big argument. And say I wanted to be disrespectful and start posting shit with, like, one of his ex-girls and on purpose, you know? Just because I know he wouldn't like it. That's petty shit. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? You know what I mean?
You wouldn't do that, though.
I wasn't getting gay. But you know, that shit's petty shit some people do. They gotta cut that shit out.
And plus, you know what, guys? It's about how you handle yourself too. Like, I don't know, man. Nobody, not just you, like nobody would do that to me. Cause like if somebody did that to me, they know I'm hella petty. And the escalation of force is just, it's just a lot, man. Like it's really a lot. My escalation of force is really high. So it's like people don't do that. I don't know. But anyways, good choice for your throwback joint. I got a throwback, and it's not so throwback. It's a little recent. Well, maybe I'm just getting old, but I don't really see this as an old song yet. But I guess it is. I guess it is, but this is my throwback because it puts me in a mood every time I hear it.
I was just listening to this shit today,
Every time I hear this. Robin Thicke, I know you lost Paula, but does that mean she's single though? She's gorgeous. Oh yeah?
Listen to her.
Oh no, wait. This is.
That's the album.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, you listen to the sample on. I'm listening to Robin Thicke. You listening to the sample off of ADHD.
No, this is Robin Thicke.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was looking at Kendrick. This is Lost Without You by Robin Thicke. One of my favorite songs ever.
He's black, by the way, just FYI. Black heart.
Well, he lost Paula. I think when he had Paula. Okay. I'm just saying.
Every black man lose a really bad female one day in their life.
I can't believe he lost Paula though.
I can't.
His life seemed perfect, and then they never say what he did.
He cheated.
Obviously, but
now,
but they had like an open relationship. So if you followed them when they were together, they were very friendly with other people and other couples. So it wasn't just the cheating. People have a theory that he got another girl pregnant, or that he assaulted her or the kid because he had like an alcohol and drug problem. So there's like big theories about what would have finally made her be like, no, that's not unforgivable. He wrote a whole album called Paula. He called it Paula, and he dedicated it to her, and it bombed, and it sucked, and it didn't work. So he finally moved on, and he got like I think he's like with a 20-year-old chick. She was like 18, barely of age. Yeah, and she's bad, but she's not Paula.
She's not Paula.
Paula is beautiful.
That's like if John Legend and his girl was to break up. People would be like, what the fuck, you know? They're like the perfect couple, too, you know?
Oh, shout out to John Legend. You hear what happened with him? He's the first black man. I forgot what the award is called. I'm gonna look it up right now. But he's the first black man to ever win a Tony, an Emmy, a Grammy, all of it. Like, he's like in a prestigious class of his own. He's the first black man to do it.
Oh, can I give another shout out too?
Yeah.
Shout out to Nike.
Can we finish with John Legend?
hey, I'm sorry. That was supposed to be part of earlier, but shout out to Nike. What's up, Nike? But anyway.
Yeah, well, shout out to Nike.
We won't talk
and
about
Cap
that too much.
and Cap. No, we can. Shout out to Nike and
Really,
Cap.
a quick shout out.
I support Nike. I just bought some
and
Air
shout out-
Maxes. Fire.
Oh, and shout out to Ford too. You heard about Ford?
For
They're sponsoring Kaepernick too.
that's what's up. Ford.
American-made car. Damn, NFL, you losing. First you lost Papa John. Actually, no, because you got Pizza Hut. They're better. Actually, yeah, you're not.
I'm kind of torn. What do you think? Because they were talking about this on Revolt TV on Joe Budden's new show, and I think it's a fair topic. And I think Remy had a good point on it. She said it's like industry clout chasing. So Nike knew, you know what I'm saying? Like Nike knew that if they jumped on the Cap bandwagon, that they weren't gonna make money. Now, is it the right thing to do? And is it a risky move? Yeah. But they're still getting a bag off of it. They knew the people will, you know?
But you know what, though? Nike, they're kind of known for sponsoring people that's doing shit. Like the Serena Williams and all. Like, I promise you, she's going to be on the next one after that whole tennis.
Oh, they did that already.
No, she's going to be back on it after what just happened with the tennis shit.
Well, yeah. They already commented on her is what I'm saying. You know that Catwoman suit that she's not allowed to wear no more? Mm-hmm. When she wore that, Nike was the first one to support her, and they posted that post that said superheroes don't need capes, something like that. But they posted a picture of her. Nike jumped lately. I don't know who their CEO is or who their marketing team is, but they've been jumping on all the racial clout.
But here's the thing. Let me tell you why NFL's taking L's right now. Their uniforms Nike. Everything's Nike with them. Uniform.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Their cleats. They have to wear Nike. And if the NFL are banning people protesting that, but now they're wearing shit that's supporting it, it's not easy for them just to get rid of Nike.
Yeah.
Like if they were to say Nike we're done and they want to cut it right now, they're not gonna have uniforms for the whole year. They got to go back to Reebok.
Yo, I will say the NFL hella tightened up with that knee shit. I saw all the game, well not all of them, but I saw a couple of games this weekend. Shout out to my Broncos who beat the Seahawks. With the rookie ass team, we beat the Seahawks. Hey Sierra, appreciate whatever you did to Russell Wilson the night before because he wasn't concentrating at all.
Man, you didn't do enough.
Yeah. I saw a couple games. I didn't see a single. I was gonna say soldier because they remind me of soldiers, the NFL. But I didn't see a single player take a knee. And I know that they offered that alternative solution. They said you can go into the locker room if you want to protest, but I didn't really see that either. So I don't know what the NFL higher ups did or put out there. But since they control the money, I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of provision or something that says if you do this, then you're not gonna get paid.
But here's the thing, though: what are they gonna do when Tom Brady or someone big like that do it?
They're not. They would never.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, imagine if Tom Brady, or like Aaron Rodgers, or someone big like that did that, it'll be a whole.
If Tom Brady did it, I would forever be I hate Tom Brady.
Oh, I'll be forever a Tom Brady fan. I'll buy like 50 of his jerseys.
Yeah, out of every NFL team, out of every player, I hate Tom Brady the most. Like, I just can't stand him. I hate the whole. I mean, I don't like the whole Patriots franchise. Like, but Tom Brady's like my top hate. Like, I just hate him. He's got Giselle.
She's bad as fuck.
She's bad as fuck. He's so pretentious, man. Like the way he moves, the way he talks. I just don't like Tom Brady. And I was watching like a little clip of him that they were showing because they say he's like super nutritional or whatever. And he only eats food from his own garden.
He seems like that type of nigga.
Him and his wife.
Peasants.
Yeah, only food from his own garden because it like can't have pesticides and preservative. Maybe I'm just hating. Maybe I would do the same thing.
Low-key.
He said low key. Yeah, whatever. I'm a fucking hater. Fuck Tom Brady.
You pick your own cotton to make your shirt.
Yeah, you're right.
But
I'm already bougie as it is.
But here's the thing, though, with those big stars, not to be too much on this topic, especially like them, they kind of have to stay neutral. They kind of forced to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're low key forced. Like, but the NBA, on the other hand, oh man, they're speaking freely. They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't.
Especially LeBron. The biggest man, that's another topic, but
yeah.
Shout out
to Nike. Shout out to John Legend, bro. And he's got Chrissy Teigen at home. She's bad as fuck.
Yo, shout out to the people listening.
There's that picture of him. Isn't he eating chicken wings off her booty on at the pool? Like that's fucking. If that's not what life is about, like I don't know what I'm working towards, man. I don't know what I'm working towards.
Eating chicken wings off a booty.
Yeah, doesn't that sound like the best? Like, isn't that what it's about? Like,
then lay your head on it.
Name one thing you'd rather do than that.
2K.
You gay. Hey, shout out to the LGBT community though. I didn't mean that in a derogatory way. So let's talk.
Oh, hey, 2K came out. Your boys on PS4. What's up? Who wants to smoke? None of y'all niggas want to smoke. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. All right. So let's do our vibe plug. You ready with your vibe plug? You know what is that?
You can go first this time.
Ooh. I gotta go first.
This nigga said, "Ooh," like he already knew.
Vibe plug. Man, I got so many songs that I want to share, but I know I can only share one.
You right.
Shit. There's so much good music that's come out lately. It's low-key really hard to choose. I'll choose a song that's, man, because I should have chosen that for my throwback. So then I'll choose a new song then. Just give me a second.
While we waiting, y'all, like I said, apologize for us being gone. We've been busy though. Don't think we've just been slacking. We actually been busy. We've been working on the mixtape. We really did try saving that podcast too. We tried getting the gang together, but it's just we're busy adults. We try, especially it's just busy, So we apologize. We back on it though. Bang bang. What else I got for y'all?
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna play for the vibe plug.
Yo, he's been saying this for like.
Hey, here it comes. All right, ready? Hold on.
Is it?
Let me get some gunshots off. Or scream of joy.
Woo! That's so weak.
That was a whack ass.
That's like the one fan in the studio.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's our groupie.
Like, should you? Oh Lord.
Here it comes. Here's the vibe plug. What is it? Oh,
I come from the barrio. I see some shit straight out the script.
from Sicario
I'm overall
with fireballs, but I'm not dressed like Mario.
the
Tino
Latino
DiCaprio.
Don't take my size
Out of context, I got a mean ass Napoleonic complex.
Let another person
Lie to me,
They'll just have to
hide
hide
from me.
You don't wanna see
What
what
I can be
I mix my drinks
with anxiety.
Your girl gets kinda loud.
She's such a scary girl. I might have to relax her, like after some Jerry curls.
People trying to tell me I'm
Not
not
dark enough, they're barking up the wrong tree. They never have to sharpen me. That's what y'all need.
Y'all ain't sharp enough. Closing
Draws when you talk to the hawk, cause you ain't even shark enough.
I'm sparking up
Another classic.
Saying your better's a stretch.
I ain't Mr. Fantastic.
My prestige is worldwide.
Y'all not taking steps, brothers. They imported a hawk, cause real talk, they couldn't find another.
All these other dudes suck like Dyson. I speak like
Holy cow, I'm an ordained bison. Holy water guzzles from my udders.
my skin is light,
But the way I write makes me an undercover brother.
Someone hold my pen and please
Pass me a shovel
I just killed another poem
with my flowing. There's 100 more inside the rubble.
I should have a thought bubble that says how the
Fuck, haven't I been discovered?
y'all need Columbus with a compass and maybe Lewis and Clark to accomplish these types of rhymes.
why?
I'm defined by the five sides of me. I'm a walking, talking rumbus. Stay out my way like the protein I take.
There's powder, you cowards.
I'm a lyrical
Almanac, don't sleep like insomniacs.
Had some girls tell me
They ain't really care for rap. I say hoes get beside themselves, just like I'm Parent Trap.
I'm the old pair of rap. I watch these kids
Sneak diss with lips,
lips that they dare to flap.
I don't really care for that.
I'm bar none.
Your bar's none, my bar's none. That means they can't be fucked with. I'm up with the truth.
But I ain't Clark Kent. I stay the same in a booth.
I never changed in a booth.
Truth.
Filling out the speakers, fuck my old teachers.
I make more money than that coach who had me
Sitting all the way on the bleachers. I'm Kiefer Sutherland. I'm 24 hours into being the best that I can be. I'm a fucking prodigy.
2. It's like-
You such a hater.
But why? Why you pick that?
Hey,
as your
because
vibe?
you know what? That's the fucking vibe. That's the fucking vibe that I'm on.
Oh,
That was the Prodigy freestyle I dropped, and thanking everybody. Not a lot of people heard my Prodigy freestyle. I only got like 10 plays, but
I heard it. I think I was probably on 10.
but yeah, man, bars for y'all. Bars.
Okay, that's your vibe.
That's my vibe. Realest, what's your
My vibe, I've been listening to it a lot. This was probably off my favorite mixtape of all time.
Didn't you just say So Far Gone was
No,
your
no.
favorite mixtape?
I said one of them. Out of all my mixtape, this is probably number 3.
I bet you anything it's a Mac song.
It is.
Ooh!
is.
I
It
know
really
you. I'm
is.
starting to know you
It
pretty
is.
well.
Like, here's the thing about Mac. I've been listening to him from kid, like a long time ago. Like,
Yeah.
before he even had tattoos on his tats. And
Before
I
you had
always-
tattoos.
tats. And I always vibe with him. But he had this one song off Macadelic.
Macadelic was my favorite Mac project.
Like, there's so many songs I wanted to pick. Like, he had that song with Kendrick Lamar called The Feels.
That's good. Good song.
He had that song with Cameron. He got Cameron.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that song.
This ain't your time.
Is that the song you chose?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
How you gonna tell me?
I'm just telling you, I didn't like the song.
He had on that one with Juicy J, Lucky Ass Bitch. God damn, she a lucky ass bitch. Talking about you're lucky as fuck to be with me. But this is the song right here. This is the song right here. That it's a good vibe just to listen to.
Sometimes I wonder who the fuck I am.
So the song's called Questions.
Oh, I love this song, man.
And he's pretty much asking questions about like, it's kind of like
Is this the Wayne one?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I was listening to this at work the other day when he passed away.
Yeah, I was too. So this song,
I don't know why we go straight to Macadelic. He had such, but Macadelic, I think
it
for
was,
me is
but
the
I
one.
relate a lot to this album.
Yeah.
So the questions I relate because there's a lot of, it's a good vibe because everyone has those nights where you're just asking questions just like, the fuck am I doing? Like, I don't care what anybody says. Everyone has that one day when you're just in deep thought thinking, where am I going in my life right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone been at the standstill. Like you're living good. Don't get me wrong. but you want better.
Yeah.
Like, so check me out. I used to drive like a 97. Then I upgraded to a 2016. I was like, oh, what's up?
Come up.
Now I got niggas with touchscreen cars. And I'm like, well, at least I don't have a key, you know? But it's not about material. It's about wanting to hold you better, you know?
That's the truth bomb for you.
Always. And so this one, he's always questioning. He's pretty much questioning his life, like, what the fuck? But, you know, like, what am I doing here? But then he's answering, so like, I'm doing fucking good. I'm doing success and all this. And one of the lines that really sticked out, it was a small line. It was Lil Wayne. He flat out said like, money in the trash, I don't belong here. Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's true. It's like, the fuck money's gonna do in the trash, you know? So it's a good vibe, you know. Little thing. Rest in peace, Mac too. But little thing too. Anybody out there that feel like you're at a standstill, but you know that you're living a good life, just know there's always something better. Don't go out doing anything reckless. You know, it's not worth it. You got my nigga Hawk's Instagram, Facebook. If you need to talk, I'll be in there too if you need some. Like, it's just too much shit to be questioning yourself about your own life. So, you know, you shouldn't have to be at that point unless you're questioning how to make yourself better.
Absolutely.
So, you know, little serious moment, but that's my...
Well, I think we should keep that going for a second. I mean, like, look, I'm going to be real candid since this is our podcast, so I'm going to be real candid. I've struggled with depression my whole entire life. And I think that there are positive things out of it. Like, you can, like, I got this thing right next to there's on the wall right there, there's a Hove quote that I live by. Can you read it from there?
Yeah, it says, I will not lose for even in defeat. There is lessons learned, so it evens up for me.
So yeah, so what that quote means is that you can flip any negative into a positive. So even if it's a negative, you can see that shit as a lesson. So that's how I live my life, and that's how I treat depression. I think that you can use it. I think I've said it in songs before. I use my depression as a weapon, because I do. Like, you flip that shit and then you make it into a positive. Like, I work out to let it out. I make music to let it out. I write all the time to let it out. And yeah, you can fight through it. So, but if you need some, I bring that up not to highlight me, but to say that I understand people that go through that shit. So there have been people on my Facebook and Instagram that post some stuff that I'm like, yo, like, you need to talk to somebody. So I always reach out to them because I know what it's like to not have anybody to talk to. Last year was one of those years for me where I just didn't really have very many people around me, good people. I had my sister like 20 minutes away, and I would always bug her with my issues. But yeah, man, I know what it's like to feel alone. Imagine being in another country and not speaking the language and not being around people that love you and that could help you. So anyways, if you need anybody to talk to, hit me up, message me, Instagram me. I'll be there for you guys. And I'm at a certain stage in my life where I have a little bit of extra time to be able to be there for you if you really need somebody. But yeah.
And like, you know, other things, no more questioning your life, what you doing here. Instead, questioning how you're gonna get yourself better. You know,
yeah.
A question of how you're gonna, why you in a position knowing that you can be a better person than what you are. Just simple as that.
Yeah, and don't compare yourself to others.
Hell no.
Because my mama taught me that to put blinders on. You know how horses and races put blinders on so they can only see what's in front of them. They can't see the sides. And that's the best thing you can do in life. If you don't have blinders, yo, you go on Instagram, you see people like with hella more chains than you, a better car, a better house, and you always reaching for the stars, and you're never gonna. Enough is never enough. So just be happy with what you have, and just worry about self-improvement, and everything else will fall into place. I promise. The good people will follow. The good relationships will follow. The blessings will follow. You just gotta take care of yourself first. So yeah, that was our little serious moment, our little 2 cents on mental health, but it's super important.
It is. So, you know, we're here if you need to talk. You got his Facebook. I'm always on his Facebook too. You'll know where I'm at too. Just, you know.
We'll put yours on there on the YouTube page.
Talk it out. But back to the main topic at hand. That is the vibe. Put some headphones in and just lay back and just listen. That whole album's mixtapes a vibe. Just
Yeah, Mac. He spit hard on Macadelic. Was Diablo on there? I think Diablo was on there.
I think that was on that one.
Well, I think Songs from a Balcony was on there. I'm not sure. No, maybe not.
Fight the Feeling. Oh yeah, he had Loud.
Loud. Oh my god, I had a freestyle back in the day over Loud. That
He
shit
has,
went so hard.
Angels. That was a good
Hard.
one. Some. This whole album.
Macadelic was that's my favorite Mac project. Like it's better to me. It's better than Best Day Ever, and Best Day Ever was hard. Faces was hard.
Faces was amazing.
Blue Slide Park was hard.
Blue Slide Kids.
Kids was hard.
Think about it.
His catalog
it was a
is
super
great.
good vibe. That's the thing. It's like that happy go happy vibe. Like you can't even be mad listening to the music.
The only thing about that is like, God, Mac started partying so young, man. He started he's 15, 16 when he started rapping, maybe younger in high school. And when you start that young, like it's only 10 years it took, like 10 years or something for him to like meet his demise. That's crazy. Anyways, moving on, the next section before we hit rate the, or you want to do rate the bars first?
What we have in mind?
Do you have some ready or no?
I mean, I will.
I was thinking moving on to the poetry, but if you want to do rate the bars first, we can.
You do your poetry first. I'll rate that. Even though I already probably heard it.
You have
3.
Fuck you. So I wrote something called Artificial Bliss that I wanted to share. Man, this is one of my most introspective pieces to date because I have a lot of questions here too. It's called Artificial Bliss. How can I lead when I isolate? Being social ain't my normal. I really need to concentrate. I got a team of people who look up to me. What the fuck is wrong with me? I can't help it. Am I selfish? Can I stand it? Well, I make it off my island. I wither around sounds and I triumph in silence. If it's not in my routine, I hesitate to try it. The cynic in me is like a blemish I need in order to weed out the ill-intentioned. I vent with these words but have never felt more unheard. Each complaint is in vain. I've never felt more absurd. Are the things I have deserved? I've never felt more unsure. Nothing is enough. It's tough to separate greed and ambition, or my cautious intuition and my fight or flight response when I'm making new decisions. I can't figure out the difference. Every day monotonous. We fight with all our might to live like what we're told is right, but where has it gotten us? My current situation, the passenger seat vacant. If my life is a summation of my choices and fuck my inner voices, I could never muffle the inner scuffle between me and all those noises. It's like I'm in a world of black pearls, living with a curse that I don't deserve. I speak, but I feel unheard. I drink, and I cannot quench my thirst, or feel a woman's warmth in the way that I once had before. More is never enough. We check into escapism prisons to avoid asking for what? To get out of our own heads because we make our own beds by pulling at that thread. Who else can't maintain relationships due to lack of trust and faith and all that shit that comes with it? Who else can't commit because they had before and were left with empty drawers and less self-worth? Who else puts up a front like life isn't hard? Social media photos like promo for stars. The highlights, the bright lights, the truth left in the dark. When only your nightlight reveals who you are. In bed at night, the pain inside your brain and heart. Our only hope? To cope with self-deception. A club where it's dim and we're drunk in this section. Fake love from a like or a mention. A bottle of overpriced wine over ice to help us forget what we're stressed with. A movie, a fake world to escape to. A doobie, a pill, none of it's real. They're all escapes too. Food to replace love, moods we just play off. These are the demons who won't stop screaming, making me stay up. I have the burden of understanding the courage it takes just to get up when you're fed up. To have your head down when no one's around and still give speeches to the crowd telling them to keep their head up. To suffer, the more you discover that ends will never meet. The only thing that's real is the concrete right below your feet. Walking on an endless street, I seek shelter in my music sheets. That's the way I lie to me. Maybe the more we understand, the more we ruin the universe's plan. Maybe as a human man, I'm given the tools which I can use to self-destruct and realize that same plan. Maybe the right dosage will dumb me down, turn my views of life around and give me purpose. Take away the shadows, make it worth it. Sun rays on display, a facade on the surface. But how much would be left of me? Should point one of me still feel? How much can one tiny pill really conceal? And is artificial bliss still considered real? Or maybe what matters isn't the ladder, maybe it's how we feel. You think that once you reach your goals, the bliss all unfolds. I have all the things I dreamed of since I was 6 years old, but you pass go, collect your gold, and do another turn around the board, moving with the current, but never reaching home. That's it. That's called Artificial Bliss. So, gives us a lot to think about, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all gonna stop paying for these poems now. Y'all niggas think y'all getting this for free all day? Nope.
Yeah, he sent me that. You sent me that message earlier, and you were like, "You need to start charging people." Trust me, I'm getting close to the point where I'm not gonna post anymore. I'm finally, I don't know if you're listening, Alan, but you told me that a long time ago, like maybe 8 years ago. You sent me a PM and you said, "Don't share your shit because people gonna steal your shit." And I was mad cocky 8 years ago, cockier than I am now. So I was like, "Hey, there's plenty more where that shit came from. This shit just gonna keep coming out no matter what. So if they steal that, I got 30 more thousand inside this computer in my head." He's just like, "All right, it's on you."
I'm not even connecting to your Wi-Fi no more. I can't even pull up my lyrics. I don't know why I keep losing shit with your shit.
Damn, it's like that. But yeah, that was called Artificial Bliss. I asked while he's figuring it out. I ask a bunch of questions on here, yo. Like,
yeah, break that down to him, cause that was that could have been the one on Monsters, but you don't have an audio for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh, hey, real quick, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Monsters, the intro. If y'all want to hear the unedited, the real version, that's on his SoundCloud. That's where I got it from. I mean, stole it. Let's be real. Stole that bitch. But just hey, show him some love. He be putting some. Check his SoundCloud out. There's a lot of music on there y'all haven't heard.
Yeah, there is a lot of music on there from back in the day. It's a little bit more immature. I'm maturing a little bit, so I have a lot more introspection now.
We're working on it still.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically I wrote Artificial Bliss because life is escapism. That's all we do every fucking day is just try to find out, because we know life is shitty, right? Everything we do is to escape what's real. Everything. We watch a movie, it's to escape. We drink to escape. We lie to ourselves every single day, and that's like the only way we really cope with shit. If y'all don't, I don't mean to bring everybody down, but it's just what it is. Like, we go to the club or the bar, and what is it? It's dim, it's dark, we're drunk, we're in our best clothes. Like, shit's all a lie. You know, there's lasers, there's literally smoke and mirrors. Literally. So that's what I was writing about. How everything is about escapism. I'm not sure. I'm kind of questioning about happiness. Like, how do we find that happiness inside of us? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it take? Because right now it feels like I ended this whole thing by saying, you pass go, collect your gold, and do another turn around the board, moving with the current but never reaching home. And that's how it feels like for me sometimes. I use the word monotonous because you go around the board, you collect your gold, and then what? You just do another turn, and you just keep doing that your whole life. You collect another bag, you go around again, face the problems, go around again, and you never reach your destination. At least I haven't reached my destination. I don't know a lot of people that have. So I guess it's like we were saying earlier, you have to try to be happy with what you have.
Everybody's goal is different. Like, there's like some people have the small, just like, say, damn, I wasn't able to afford Nikes. I can finally buy my first pair of Jordans, and you're just like, damn, $180 for some shoes? Fuck that. You know what I mean? But the fact that you made a goal and you did it, no matter how small it is, beautiful. Like the mixtape.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. That's like everybody's goals change depending on where they're at in life.
Big or small?
Huh?
Big or small?
Big or small what?
Goals.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh,
big or small?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. When I was a little kid, just like you said, shoes is a perfect example. When I was a little kid, my mama used to buy me the Forces. I don't know how she did it. Like, we didn't have money, but she knew Forces made me happy, and my dad would be deployed all the time, so she wanted to make me happy. My mama was happy as when I was happy. So she would go to the store, and I would get super excited over these shoes, and she'd buy them for me. and I had like the mids. The mids were my thing, the Air Force mids. And I had gray Nike ones, white ones, blue ones. I had suede ones. My mama hooked me up, right? But that used to be the goal. I remember like if I got a pair of shoes, bro, that shit would be like, that's it, I'm balling. And you grow up, and then shoes ain't shit, and now your goal is like a better house, a better car. But I don't know. This the whole point of this was to outline when is enough enough. What is the difference between greed and the difference? What my life struggle has been. What is the difference between greed and ambition? How do I know if I'm being greedy? How do I know if I'm just driven and ambitious? I can't really figure it out, but it's part of my life. I'm just trying to figure that out. So that's why I wrote that. You ready with your bars?
Oh man, I'm ready.
All right, so we're gonna rate these bars. We'll tell you who spit it afterwards, but go ahead and read us these bars.
This first one's from Realest, but just keep that in mind. All right, you ready? I could put a rapper on life's.
Sorry, go ahead.
Fuck. All right. I can put a rapper on life support. Guarantee that's something none of you want. 10 homies down, they all serving life. What is it like, $2,500 a month? What if I empty my bank out and stun? What if I certify all of these ones? Bitch, I got buck. I'm as real as they come.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
Give that a 3.5.
3.5? Okay. It's Kendrick. It's Kendrick Lamar.
Of course, Kendrick. Fire.
What do you mean, of course?
Because it's Kendrick. Like, I don't know. When I heard it, I was like, that shit's fire. It's got to be somebody good.
Okay. You ready for another one? Okay. Damn, you know what? I feel like you're going to know this one. I can't do it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it because you know it.
Do it.
All right. Here we go. Ready? I can't even... Damn, I'm going to do it like the song. I don't want to do it like the song. All right. Here we go. Looking in the mirror, I'm embarrassed. I'm feeling like a suicidal terrorist. React like an infant, whatever you are mentioned. Mind over matter, never work for my nemesis.
Can you read it one more time? I know who it is.
Looking in the mirror, I'm embarrassed. I'm feeling like a suicidal terrorist.
It's Kendrick on Buried Alive. That's Kendrick.
5?
That's a 5 for me, because when I heard that, this is perfect. And if you see like the interview, Drake when he first heard that, he's like, this gotta go on my album immediately. You know, react like an infant whenever you want mention. Oh man, that shit is just crazy.
Feeling like a suicidal terrorist. Oh. All right.
I got some bars.
Oh, let's get your bars. If it's some of your bars, I'm giving them automatic too.
No, they're not mine. I might slip mine in later, but these aren't mine.
Probably know them by now. Man, one day we'll be on the red. Hey, that's my nigga Hawk. That's a 5.
Hold on.
And Kendrick Lamar be killing it, y'all. He's one of the best. No, he is one of the best rappers.
All right, here we go.
Alright, I'm ready.
Insane what they call us. How you married to the game, but you probably shouldn't have come to the altar. Every bar like propane for the sawed off. Use your hand to forge you. Eminem, Mr. Porter, slaughter my sentiments, imminent torture. All of you feminine martyrs. That's a woman at war. Men will assault you. Time is a bastard, symbol of sorter. Kidnap your trembling daughter. At least a quarter. I'm administering supporters. Got an aura more like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Is that Joe Budden?
Yeah.
That is Joe Budden, huh? Right? Is it?
I think this is his verse. I'm not sure, but it's Slaughterhouse. I think this is Budden's verse.
I think that's a 5.
Because
I knew instantly, I was like, that's Joe Budden? It's Joe Budden.
Yeah, on Bad Meets Evil, Slaughterhouse had that one. That's
a 5.
It's called Loud Noises. Shit was fire. I don't think I have the right horn, but I got y'all with a horn. Yeah. Let me see. Oh shit.
Damn.
So you got another one, or
you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you want me to do another
I
one?
got one. Here we go. I want to cry. I ain't even. Oh shit! Hold on. I want to try. What the fuck am I reading? All right. I want to cry, and I ain't even trying to fight it. Don't want to die, cause you're here. I just want to be right by your side. That was a little.
That's a
quick.
2.
Damn. I'm not gonna say who it was.
Who was it?
J. Cole.
Damn. I was that you just didn't pick a great verse.
That wasn't. All right. What about this? My 16th should have come with a coffin. Fuck the fame and the fortune. Well, maybe not the fortune, but one thing is for sure: the fame is exhausting.
It's a 3.
Okay, that's Cole again. Neighbors. I feel
He,
like
it's Cole. You have to pick a lyrical Cole.
I can't sleep because I'm paranoid. Black and white man territory. Cops burst in with the army guns. No evidence of the harm we done. Just a couple neighbors that assume we slang. The only time they see us when we be on the news in the chains. Damn.
Oh, is that a new one? That sounded like the same one.
It was same song, just different.
Oh, okay.
voice.
3.
That's J. Cole too. That's Neighbors.
That's not like a lyrical song though. If you want to hear when Cole was in his lyrical bag, that shit was like,
It cost
Who Dat?
me a lot.
Who Dat?
Remember
Who
Cost
Dat?
Me yeah, Who Dat? Who? Oh, you talking when Clean Cut Cole?
yes.
Get the hose Cole? Oh man. Man, oh man. Oh, what about this bar right here? You ready?
All right, hold on, I got one. Okay. Still in love with a fantasy. My mirror only laughs at me. The idea of us blasphemy. Even if you actually come back to me. I need my peace, but instead I'm in pieces. I need a drink. I think I need Jesus. It's not about who. It's not about you. It's about who. I thought I had chosen. I returned something that I thought you was used and broken. I spoke to the Lord. You messaged my mama. I always keep my word, so you don't want this drama.
I give it a 3. I feel like I need to hear the beat behind it, but I give it a 3. It was solid though. Don't get me wrong. It was solid as fuck, but I give it a 3. Just I need to hear. I need to hear the
You
beat.
hear a beat?
Who was it?
Me. I told you I would slip one of my shits
I
in
need to
there.
hear like a fucking. All right, I got one too.
Go ahead.
All right, this will probably be the last one.
All right.
All right, here we go. I don't need a new spark. My soul is on fire. A true test of fire. I used to be a liar, but God changed me. Lost and found. Looking up. No need to stare at the ground when I feel God present or all around. People love my smile, so why must I frown?
It's a 3, man. I didn't find any like good punchlines.
It wasn't that good. Huh?
Yeah.
That was you.
That was me?
Yeah,
Let me see.
2014. Lost and found.
Fire. That's a 17.
He said 3. I'm like, who was that? It was you. Fire.
Damn, you chose one of my not so lyrical joints.
2014. Nigga, I went
What?
far back.
What did I say? Say it again. I said that? That's old. What'd I say?
Actually, no, this ain't you.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
No,
don't.
this is. It was on your notes. No. Oh, notes about Rick. Bullshit.
Oh, somebody tagged me in their shit.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I was about to say, I come harder than that. I'm sorry whoever wrote that, but
Oh man, we
Yeah.
pissed off.
probably somebody, but
It's a female too.
yeah,
They're
nah.
probably listening right now.
Like, shit. My shit's harder than that. I was about to say.
It was alright though. Well, I think that's it. Unless you have any more,
Nah, that's it.
I can sneak one more in.
You want to? Go
I'll
ahead.
sneak one more in.
Sneak another one in.
I used to put a blunt in the trunk of my whip.
It was a stick shift.
He said it was a stick shit. 5. He said
That's
5.
a 5, my dude. Who wrote that though?
I don't know. Did he get the whip? Look at what Rick did. He get the Rick. Frago.
Fire.
Frago.
Fire.
Oh, I say Frago. That sounds plain though. That's not right, huh?
All right, last affirmation before we close out this podcast. All right, I'm the best lyricist in the whole wide world. I am. I'm the best lyricist, period. I don't think anybody can fuck with me. I can write, like, the shit that I've been reading. I wrote that shit, like, in 10, 15 minutes. Like, and I could do this shit all fucking day, like, on the spot. So, I made a post. I know it sounds annoying, but you're not, you cannot be a rapper. You cannot be a spoken word artist in this field and not be this confident. I think that's why people
be confident.
Yeah, you have to think you're the best. If you don't think you're the best, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Don't be throwing out like J. Cole, Kendrick. That's differently.
That's
yeah. You make it
I'm
there.
not famous, y'all, but
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying, like, that's why, like, when I go to Germany, I'm gonna say that shit. That's gonna be one of my bars. I'm gonna tell you off the top. I'm gonna say I treat BOA like a talent show, because I do treat it like a talent show. I go up there and I know people hate me because it's like these nervous artists who are like reading like these poems and you can see them shaking.
He's up there confident, like, I'm the best. So
yeah, I go up there and I talk shit about the last person who went up, about all the people that night, and I'll say it to them. I just can't help it. I'm really competitive. It's not a competition show. It's supposed to just be like, snap and show love and support to each other. But that's just not how I am. So
I can tell you though, working with Hawk, he'll write shit on the fly. There's times like we don't have anything. He said, "Give me 5 seconds." He starts writing shit like, "Here you go. Here's a verse." He writes it quick. It's like,
it's just, I've been doing this since I was a little boy. But hey, shout out to Real too. I know I don't big you up a lot.
damn sure.
Shut up, man. But no, I need to work on that. I don't know if y'all know this, but almost, if not all, the verses on Monsters, Realest did that shit off the top every time. And that's crazy, because I definitely can't do that. That's not how it was built. I'll probably come off like Drake did in that one freestyle where he tried it. Remember? I say.
Oh, and that little fast flow, that was a freestyle.
That was a freestyle too.
One take.
Matter of fact, that fast flow on New America / what's the other half of the song called? Fastlane. On New America and Fastlane. So I heard Realist, because he kept spitting verses, and I heard him spit that verse, and he was this close to deleting it. He was like, "Nah, I need to try that again." I'm like, "Nope." I'm like, "That was the one." And he's like, "Nah, what you talking about?" And he argued with it. He thought about it, and then once he started listening to the song, he was like, "Okay."
No, that was Deal Drugs.
Oh yeah, on Deal Drugs. Yeah. And he was like, "Yup, that shit sounded clean." I'm like, "I told you that was the one." But yeah, that fast flow is dope.
Too, when he be like, "Yo," when we want to record, he's like, "What did you just say?" I'll be like, "I don't remember." I don't remember none of my freestyles.
Yeah,
he don't. No rule. Every time we do music, he's like, "No, you gotta keep the mic on. Fuck that."
Yeah, cause he'll turn the mic off, he'll turn the sound off, and he'll just go off and spit some hard ass bars, and I'll be like, "Do that again," and I'll turn the mic on and be like, "I don't know what the fuck I just said." I'm like, "Come on, man." So I'm like, new rule: if you're gonna fucking fuck around and just freestyle, just keep the shit on, and we'll just cut and paste or whatever. But hey guys. I know it's a little bit different dynamic when it's me and Really Real and no Fio. So
she'll be back.
But she'll be back. She's just a little busy right now. Who knows? She's a little busy, but she'll be back. And we'll be back with Marty hopefully too. And I'm actually trying to put people in rotation. Like Realist said, we're fucking busy. Like, we're all busy with different shit. We all got jobs. We're all doing other shit. We worked on that mixtape really hard for a week
like,
and
there might be a podcast. I might not be here, but Phil will be here.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens.
Exactly. And I try to actually get my cousins here to do some, but they've been hella busy too.
Yeah, no names. You know who you two are.
Yeah.
Thanks for the shirt though. If y'all went the live, you would understand that, but it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, we got some stuff coming up. I don't know if we want to announce this yet, but I'm going to anyway. We're each gonna.
Do I even know about this?
No. We're each gonna. Yeah, you do. We're each gonna drop our own solo projects. Yeah, we talked about that already.
Oh shit.
Well, we're gonna do our own solo projects before we drop another mixtape or another album. Nah.
Oh shit.
We gotta do our own projects. Cause we gotta put our own sound out before we do
Mine's only
a
gonna be
Monsters
3
too.
songs long. I'm just letting y'all know right now.
Why?
EP. Hey, Monsters was supposed to be a 3-4 song thing. Y'all welcome.
That's
3D ass motherfucker.
You know for a damn sure that you cannot play several beats and only do. You're not gonna do 3. That shit's gonna grow into. It's just gonna grow into a 15-song album.
I have a advice for people who want to make music. Don't listen to other beats once you find a beat, because you will change your mind. Because there's always a beat harder. Just stick to the beat. Because there was times where we said turn off YouTube. Just we can't keep listening. So
yeah.
But we do. I love all the support. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. And upcoming, man. Man, I got a Miguel Division concert coming up on Monday. That should be lit.
Win free tickets. Caller number 5. Caller number 5.
And then I'm gonna go see Hove and Beyonce at the end of the month. And then I'm gonna go with Really Real and my cousin Dre to Vegas.
And a mysterious person that we don't know yet.
Yeah, mystery lucky number 4 world.
Caller number 5.
Will go with us to the concert in Vegas.
Hey,
I may or may not have an extra ticket to several a concert coming up.
Hey, don't be hitting up him saying, "Oh, I want to go to Drake." Nah, fuck that. You need to go through me too. Don't think he gets. Nah.
That's not true. You gotta go through me. I'm the one with the extra tickets. I don't know what he talking about. But it should be lit though. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a great time. And after that, off to Europe. Off to Europe for about 10 days. I know that the gang gonna miss the Hawk.
We're gonna go hard on Halloween. The week before?
Yeah, the weekend before we gotta go hard. I already have some ideas for my costume.
I had my thing, but I kind of want to scrap it because it's not really original.
Yeah, do something original. Do something funny. Scary shit is overrated.
No, it's not. It was that Mario shit, but everyone's gonna be Mario.
Why are you gonna be Mario?
Black Mario. Fuck.
Blario?
Blar.
You gonna be Blario?
Blackrio?
That's actually kind of lit if we do a theme. If you want to be Mario, we can all dress up like some Nintendo shit. That'd be kind of funny. If we all took a picture like Super Smash Brothers and shit.
And you gonna be Link with your dumb ass.
No, that's just in the game. Real life, I'm gonna come as Jigglypuff. No, we still gotta plan that. We gotta plan that before Halloween too. The onesie party. Low key, we need to have another party. That first one was so lit.
Even though I had shit thrown at me, but it was still good.
Yeah, man, my bad.
I was drinking out of the.
Yo, you were drinking straight out the punch dispenser, and I was taking way too many Jello shots. I called some X's. It was a crazy night. I don't even know. Oh, you know what else I've been trying to plan real quick? A game night.
I know.
There's this. Have you ever played the Jack games? Jack Pack?
You don't know Jack?
Yeah.
Of course, I win all the time.
Yeah, well you won't, but there's a party pack that comes with different games, and all we gotta do is like all grab our phones. Right? Yeah, we just go into Jackbox TV. It gives you a code. We all log in with our phones, and we sit here playing like interactively on there. And then we could put the code on Facebook and have other people who aren't playing with us join in and watch our game, which would be lit to see. Like, oh, this person joined to see, And the games are hella fun. And
podcast game night.
Yeah, we should
live stream it.
We should live stream it. Low key.
Yeah, low key.
We need to get a Twitch. We need to get on and popping on all these systems.
Twitch.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks very much for having patience with us. I promise you guys I will not let that happen again and have that much time in between podcasts.
There's no more mixtape being worked on, so.
Yeah, we're not working on a mixtape for a while. We took a lot of our time to work on that last one. Shout out to all the support, guys. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the people who took the time to listen to our mixtape and to not laugh at it.
Still listening.
Yeah, and that are still playing it. I have people tell me that it has mad replayability value.
Some people are like, I'm shocked. I'm like, damn right, you fucking shocked.
Oh my god. Thank you for supporting this podcast. I promise you that if you support me, I will support you. That's just how I live my life. If you ride for me, I will 100% ride for you. All right?
I don't know. Anything else you got?
That's it. That's all I got. You got anything?
No, I don't. I think I'm good. Wait, who is this? Is this Realest?
Oh
what? Is this like some shit from like back in the day? I said what? What? This Realest? No, turn that shit off. That's fire. That's too fire. Stop, Hawk. Turn that shit off. Thank you.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I'll end this podcast with our outro from Monsters. And everybody have a wonderful day. Blessed day. Oh, and love yourself first. Remember, we always say that at the end of our podcast. All right, we'll see y'all very, very soon. Might not even be a week until the next podcast. Who knows? Because we owe y'all. All right.
Kind of busy next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
This would be a perfect time to have like a cigar. Just be like,
Go get some in.
go get some there, bitch. No.
My bed.
Don't talk about it.
I checked inside my closet.
You know what I low-key have a
They wouldn't
taste for
stop
though?
it,
I had a taste for milk tea.
and I almost lost it.
Oh, yeah.
They kept talking about it in the
There's been
office. I was like, man, I'm going to Kung Fu today. I was really gonna go out to work, but I didn't. I didn't go.
How far away is it? Like 10 minutes?
You trying to go? I'll drive.
Kind of low key.
Oh, I thought that shit so beautiful. And I know my song. I wrote this. We wrote. Okay. Awkward.
The concept was yours for the outro, but I wrote the outro.
He said, don't get it fucked
Yeah.
up.
That was your idea to do the monster, though. So, okay, let's explain the outro.
Yeah, we still got the podcast. You thought it was.
So-
Hold up. Hey, for everyone that's still listening, surprise segment.
The outro concept of Monsters is we're free. So we got Theo on here, and all of us really singing we're free. Hello, peace of mind. And we're saying you do not own me. And we're talking to the monsters. But if you listen, a door just opened. And the monster's still here. And that's the concept of the outro and the whole tape, that the monster never really left.
I mean, I'm not saying there's gonna be a Monsters Part 2, but there will be.
I think there will be.
No, there is. December 20th. I'm just fucking with you.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon. We're about to go get some milk tea. Later.
With your bitch. No,
Hawk Talks Podcast. Subscribe.